Oh, you. What's up, everybody? It's me, RageCage20, and welcome to the 600 subscriber special that we got going on today. Thought for a second there we would never make it. I know we're quite a ways over 600. And it was funny because when I did the 500 subscriber special, I said, I'll see you in a year, because I noticed like every year I get 100 subscribers, approximately 100 subscribers a year. And I was actually almost dead on. I was like almost within like a day or two when we hit 600. And then we dropped below 600, and we stayed between like 590 to 600 for months, just bouncing back and forth. And then we finally hit 600 again. And just like, okay, I'm gonna wait till at least gets to 610, safe number, before I actually make this video. And then we finally hit 610, and I was like, okay, I'll make it. And then within like 2 or 3 days later, we jumped up to like almost 620, and it's just like, whoa. I think it was because I started bringing out ginger videos that a lot of people started subscribing to me. How disappointed you will be when you find out I'm not a ginger only channel, but I hope they stay around. Either way, so yeah, we finally made it here. If those of you who do not know why I make these videos, is just to really say thank you. I won't go over it in great detail, just in case this is the 6th one you've watched, because I've made one for every 100. As I said before, once I get to 1,000, I'll start doing it not at every 100, maybe every 250 or 500. I don't fucking know. We'll see how that goes. If I ever get there, who knows? But as I've mentioned many times before, I never even expected to get to 100. Like 100 was like a fucking pipe dream for me. Like, no way I ever get there. But if I did, that'd be awesome, because I at least know that there's one person that at least watches me on a somewhat consistently basis, and that's cool. And now 517 subscribers later, it's like, wow. Again, that's nothing compared to YouTube, to most popular people on YouTube, but still, for me, that's a fuckload, and I definitely appreciate it. I don't know what I've done to deserve it, or haven't done to deserve it, because I don't think I deserve it, but it's appreciated. It's definitely appreciated. And again, my goal with this is and has always been two things. One, which is not as important, just why I do it, is just, well, part of the reason why I do it is because it's fun. It's a hobby for me. It's just something I enjoy doing. It gets me to, I guess, play certain games more consistently. And now it's gotten me to listen to a bunch of music that I probably wouldn't have listened to and thought critically about without this. That's the more minor reason why I do it, but that is one reason why I do it. But the main reason I do it, and I've said a bunch of times, but just in case this is your first time hearing it, the reason I do this is just so I can maybe make someone's day, even if it's just for a small brief moment, give someone some kind of happiness, just some kind of escapism from the terror that is this world, especially now. Even if I can just get someone to smile or chuckle at some of the crazy shit I say just once. That's why you do it. I mean, that's why you should do YouTube, in my opinion, but I get it. People like money. And just, or fame and recognition. I don't know. I never want to get too famous. I'll never get famous. I don't have to worry about that. But I never want to get too easily recognizable, just because of my career. If children start being like, I've seen you, like, that's not good. I'm gonna get in trouble. So, there's gonna be some parents who might not be happy about that. The amount of cuss words that just come out. So I never want to get too known. A couple thousand subscribers, sure, just enough to actually communicate with people occasionally, and just know that I maybe have positively impacted someone's life, even if it's just for a minute. That's why I do this, and that's why I continue to do this, and also it's just fun for me. So with that being said, moving forward here, kind of talking about interacting with people. 3 days in a row, you probably saw them. I just instead of putting up videos, I just streamed Diablo because I spent around good 10 hours streaming Diablo over 3 days. So I didn't want to try to put videos together on top of also working some of those days as well, and so I just streamed, and it reminded me. I mean, I didn't stream on Twitch, but YouTube wasn't much better. It reminded me why I don't stream. I hate streaming. So much. If I do continue to play Diablo 2, I probably will continue to stream it just because I don't want it to be like a series. I just want to play it for fun, but also share that experience of me playing through the game that I've never played all the way through. I barely remember anything past Act 2. Just kind of want to share that experience with people in general, but not in a like I gotta be on, just kind of just chilling playing the game. I am gonna find a more engaging build for people, but it's I've definitely enjoyed myself playing the game. Streaming, however, I don't like streaming for a couple of reasons. One, it gives me anxiety. It really stresses me out because I just imagine like, oh, what if a bunch of people come on and I'm gonna have to deal with talking to people like on the fly, instead of just I get to say a bunch of shit and then put it out there and deal with how you respond to it later. I have to deal with how you respond to it in the moment, and so that gives me a little bit of anxiety. However, usually most anybody that's ever has come on and talked to me, which is rare, we'll bring that up later, they've always been positive. So I don't know, I'm a little worried, but I don't think I'll ever get to that point where there's just like text flying. I don't know how people keep up with that, in all honesty. I think they just pick out one sentence every couple of minutes and it's just like, I'll respond to that out of the sea of shit that just keeps pushing everything. How? Never want to deal with that. Luckily I don't think I ever would, so that's good. But then I also get anxious of what if just no one shows up and I'm just there by myself the entire time, because that's also not fun, which is usually what happens. So I don't really have to worry about answering to a lot of people because no one shows up. So I just like, why stream in the fucking first place? It's kind of why I wanted to stream onto YouTube, so it would go to everyone's YouTube feed directly. There was one person showed up and talked to me. Appreciate you. That was really awesome. I wish I could remember your name, but I was so distracted by trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Eventually did, which was nice, but apologies, but I really appreciate you coming and talking to me. You said really nice stuff, and I really appreciate you. You're awesome. Thank you. Then no one else proceeded. Once I figured it out and actually got the game working, no one else proceeded to join me. Except for a few people, which here's the fun part. Another reason why I really don't like streaming is that I don't know what people are looking for. I don't know what in the description people doesn't click in your head. Because you see the title, Rage Cage 20, streaming Diablo 2, Throwbarian. You click on the video, you get me, Rage Cage 20, playing Diablo 2, a Throwbarian build. You watch for 10 seconds, nope, and leave. It's like, you got everything that you clicked on, and like, that sounds like everything I want, or I'm intrigued in. You got all of that, and then you left. It's just like, it's so discouraging seeing the number go up. It's like, ooh, someone in here I gotta be on. Disappears. I wasn't entertaining enough for you. You know, it's just it's like, seems like everyone just wants to see a character or something, and no one's really interested in watching people just play a game anymore. I guess I kind of get that, but that will be, we will talk about that here in a little bit. I got a list so I don't forget anything, but I just don't like streaming. Maybe one day if actually people join me, if I actually get up to maybe around 1,000+ subscribers, I don't know. Until then, I'll probably won't stream much, in all honesty, because it's just it's annoying and disheartening, especially when you give everybody like 24 hours notice. Hey, I'm streaming at this time, and then no one shows up. 600 people, no one shows up. It's okay, I don't blame you. it's just a little disheartening, you know what I mean? But what are you gonna do? Hey, what are you gonna do? With that being said, my current next thing on the list here, my current schedule kind of thing. I had something going on there for a while, to where I was trying to mix in. Then I realized, I believe I was talking about it. I was gonna have like 3 projects going on, which I do. World of Warcraft Classic Season 2 and 3, kind of switching places with each other, which really helped, so I don't have to have as much videos of either, and also have a fuckload of Season 3 anyways, because I've been doing it behind the scenes until I hit level 30, which is my original deal with Season 1. Once I hit level 30, then we could start another season interchangeably with each other. So if you didn't like what was happening one season, you might like what was happening in the other season. So you get a little bit of both. So it's not just a warlock every fucking day. You also get a little hunter action in there too. So that's been nice. But that, Portal Knights, and whatever else I was working on, which first was Spyro, which no one was interested in Spyro. Not surprising, I didn't really think anyone was. That was more for me. Now it's Pathfinder Kingmaker, which I'm really excited about. I really enjoy playing that game. The new one is coming out, which we'll talk about later, which makes me stressful because I think I still have like hundreds of hours left of the fucking one I'm playing now. I have so many videos of it, and I still don't think I'm even halfway through the game. It's a long one. But I really think it's entertaining. No one's really watching it. I highly recommend going and checking it out. I know it's Dungeons and Dragons, and a lot of people may not like that, but trust me, Dungeons and Dragons is awesome. I really like the interactions I get to have with the game. Yes, combat can sometimes take a long time, but you can always skip that if you didn't want it, if you're just there for the story or something. But I don't know. I really like it. I think it's enjoyable. I say you go give it a chance, but that's completely up to you. And then we have reaction videos and random shit that just gets sprinkled on top. And I was supposed to move in between those, focusing more on World of Warcraft and whatnot. And honestly, I kept that schedule for a good week or 2, maybe 3, and then it all fell apart. Because I realized just how hard that was to do when this is not my first off job. How hard it was to stay to that schedule. World of Warcraft would be easier now, but it was kind of hard to keep up when it was just one project. And the reaction videos took way more time to do than I gave them credit for, and so having one for every single day was not feasible, and then trying to have them spaced out was also sometimes not feasible. So that plan kind of got scrapped pretty fast. I really liked it, but they kind of got scrapped pretty fast. But now I'm thinking if I can get back to it. I've been a little laxed with it lately. It's been a lot of stuff going on in life. But I want to have interchangeable World of Warcraft every single day, and then switching between other project and reaction videos. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how long that lasts. I do not know. What was I gonna say? But I haven't gotten to Portal Knights in a while. I need to get to Portal Knights, and I know that because I know a few people were enjoying that. Sorry, I just recording on my PlayStation has just been. I don't know. I just haven't really got to it, so I'll try. There's also some random stuff on there I wanted to do. But that does bring us to the next kind of point of topic here I wanted to talk about. The current state of YouTube seems to have really moved away from Let's Plays, interesting enough. But there was a moment where people were just branching out and watching a lot of different people and different stuff. It was like this shit, and now it's kind of moved towards people more interested in watching reaction videos, or if you are playing video games with more than one person is usually where it's at, like watching Markiplier or Game Grumps or pretty much anyone who does stuff with more than one person. Seems to be like the hot shit right now, and that's not me, obviously. So just someone playing a game itself just seems to have fallen to the wayside. It's all about reaction videos now. It seems to be all people want to watch. which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate, but it's just like that one probably. I assume not. It does not sound like fun because I like playing games and I like recording games. So that would probably never be me. Like I'm gonna keep doing me. You know, reaction videos will always be a part of the channel, but it will never be the channel. From now on, I mean, unless I run out of bands and albums and stuff to listen to, which I'll take a long time, so I'm not really worried about that. I don't think it's ever something that's going to go away. So there will always be part of the channel. So people who are here just for that, you'll get some of that. Hopefully at least 3 to 4 videos a week. Hopefully. No promises, but hopefully. But I also encourage those people to also check out some of my other stuff because it's okay. I want to say it's good. I want to say it's great, but it's all right. You know, it could be fun. Some people enjoy it, some people don't. I get it. So yeah, I always feel that World of Warcraft may be a part of the experience until I get through kind of everything I want to with the game. Because I mean, I don't know. I'd like to push through more of BC, but I'm already releasing videos every day-ish on World of Warcraft, so it's kind of hard. Like 40 minutes even, it's hard to get through everything. It is a long game. But I'm trying my damnedest. But I don't know. Eventually, I think World of Warcraft will stop, but I have no idea when that's going to be. It's probably going to be a long time from now, because pretty much I might do WotOK stuff if they ever release WotOK, which I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're just going to keep going up from this point. But who knows? I don't know if they're going to have a designated server for vanilla BC WotOK Cataclysm. I mean, I don't know how far they're going to push it, but it's Blizzard. They'll do stupid and crazy stuff, so who knows? But after WotOK, I literally have no interest in the game whatsoever. So there will become a time where it's just done. I will never play retail again. I don't think there's anything that they can do to ever make me want to play retail again. I never touched Shadowlands. Not even a second of Shadowlands did I ever touch. The most I touched is I created a character from level 1 again. Tried playing it like in the gnome zone and got to like level 5 within 5 seconds. I was just like, I'm bored. I just left. It was just like, I kill everything in 2 hits. This is boring. So I don't know. I don't think I'll ever play retail again, and there will be a point where I hit a wall in classic. So eventually I think World of Warcraft will come to an end. When that is, I don't know. I don't fucking know, but eventually. And I'm not gonna jump ship like some people are doing to like Final Fantasy 14. I played Final Fantasy 14, beat Final Fantasy 14, I played through the every single quest from level 1 to the max level, all the way to the end of Shadowbringers. I know they're coming out with new expansion stuff, but I really don't care. It doesn't grip me because the story is way too stupid for me. My apologies. It's just the number of times people sacrifice themselves for you that don't need to. Like the biggest one that just really pissed me off, and I always harp on, even to my friend who loves the game, my roommate who loves the game, I always harp on this scene that really started to piss me off. Pretty much at the end of Dragonsong, I was just fucking done with the story. I just skipped all the story from that point on. Like I skipped most of the beginning story, kind of caught the middle of the story into Dragonsong or whatever the fuck the expression is called. I was just kind of done after that. But one point is when you're chasing the bishop and he's getting on the ship after that dungeon, the cutscene after the dungeon with all the fucking dudes that are working with the bishop, archbishop dude, who's that one dude's father. I don't know. But won't admit that he's that dude's father, and they're escaping on the airship or whatever. And the dude's like, "Oh, we're gonna run after and chase you." And this dude just hiding off in the wings is like, "I'm gonna throw this little ball of electricity at you." Pew! And he's like, "I gotta sacrifice myself for you! Let me die!" And it's like, dude, that would have scratched me. Like, I literally, huge pillar of fire explosion, and it took like this much health from me. That would have scratched me. Why did you kill yourself for me? The story makes no fucking sense. Like, the number of people that sacrifice themselves for you for stuff that wouldn't have even tickled is just fucking stupid. Yet they keep drawing it out as like this epic thing. I digress. I don't care for the story of Final Fantasy X. There's way too much people betraying you again and again and again, and people sacrificing themselves for you for no reason. Just that again and again and again and again. It's just, I'm done. I was so fucking done with the story. And the end game stuff is boring as fuck. Like, there's like, you can get, I got like the top level raid gear, but that didn't make me super strong. like it's not like, oh, I can join the raid and just crush it now. It was pretty much the same thing. It's not like, oh, I can go back and just run through low level stuff like it's a cinch. No, they level you down. So all your gear means nothing, and that's kind of a big thing to me. Is like, I love to gear up, like in any kind of like Diablo game, any kind of like those dungeon crawlers, and any kind of MOBAs, not MOBAs, MMOs. Like the point of the end game, I just love getting fucking decked down this awesome gear and just being able to go see how fucking crazy strong I am now because of that gear. That's cool to me. It doesn't exist in Final Fantasy, so I'm never gonna jump ship to Final Fantasy 14 if that's just in case you all know. Not my style of game. Just not my thing. All the classes way too similar. They used to be different, and then they fucking mainstreamed everything to be like, all the tanks are pretty much exactly the same. They're just some little differences late game. All the healers are pretty much exactly the same. There's just little differences between. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Anyways, so I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. There's a bunch of games and stuff available, like the new Pathfinder is coming out. I want to play it. I don't know when I'll get to it because I still need to get to Kingmaker and beat it, but I do want to get to the new Pathfinder. As for after that, there's also Defenders Quest 2 gonna come out. Maybe. I think we're almost going on. No, I think we're almost going on 9 years that I pre-ordered it to go. Yeah, but I still get monthly updates, which it seems like he's not doing what he said he was going to do. I don't know. So a little disappointed with that. But that's coming out eventually, and I bought it almost a decade ago. So you damn fucking straight I'm gonna play it when it comes out. So that. I'm sure new games will always be coming out, but there's also, Diablo 2, Diablo 4 eventually coming out, So maybe there'll always be something that I'll be playing. I'm not sure what. But of course, always reaction videos. I'm really excited to get back to In This Moment because I want to hear my baby sing some more. My girl, I love her. So I know there's a lot of people that are just hungering for that to come back out, but there's also people who are loving Ginger and going to want to see more Ginger. Cause Ginger's the hot shit. I don't. I like her. I really like Tatiana and the band a lot, but I don't know if the music's necessarily my style, but I'll hear more of it, and we'll decide that by the end of the album and some more of the live stuff. So, but yeah. Besides that, the last thing I have here to wrap it up, because I did see that blink out when I was fucking raging about Final Fantasy 14. So I know we're over 20 minutes. The last thing I got to talk here is about, I mentioned this before when I was around 300 to 400 subscribers, wanting to do a Q&A at some point, because I remember when I was watching Bash and he would do those videos, it was always exciting to me to listen to him answer questions and talk about stuff like that, and it's like I always wanted to do that someday. And I said maybe 500 subscribers, but when I was getting close to 500 subscribers, I was like, no. So I mean, probably won't be possible till anywhere between 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers. So one day I'd love to do a Q&A session. I think that would be fun. People to ask me questions and I can answer and stuff. Any question you want. Just note some things I might have to censor because of my occupation, and obviously locational and occupational stuff I can't discuss and disclose. But I would love to answer questions. even if I have to bring it down to a more PG-13 level, I would love to answer questions and stuff about myself and all that good stuff. So one day. Otherwise, thank you for the nice comments I get. Also, thank you for the horribly mean and rude comments that I get. I know that it just comes with the territory. It does piss me off in the moment, not because you're attacking me, like it's like whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. That's fine. Like, it's just, it drives me insane how brash and just rude someone can be to someone you don't even know. Like, you have no idea who this person is and what they've gone through, yet they said or did something that annoyed you, so you have to try to tear them down and everything that they are and just be a complete fucking dick. It's just like, who hurt you? You know what I mean? It's just that just kind of annoys me. It's just like, why would you attack someone behind the internet for literally no reason and you don't know them? It just annoys me because it's just the continued degradation of our society and just how people think they can just be rude to each other, and that's totally acceptable. It's just, I don't know. It just makes me sad. But I understand that it comes from a place of passion. That's what Dan from Game Grumps always says, and I try to remind myself that it comes from like someone's so passionate about something that it just upsets them seeing it some other way. And so, like, I understand. I don't hate you for your comments. I think they're rude. I think you should be a better human being. But I don't even mind the negative comments. Appreciate it. I don't get me wrong. I'd love to give you some sass because it's just I'm a passive aggressive asshole. It's the way I love to do it. So don't get me wrong. I'm going to give you some sass right back for sure. But just know that I even appreciate your horrible comments, even when you're so in the wrong sometimes. Because I appreciate the passion, appreciate the dedication, and I appreciate all the nice things you guys have been saying too. I really do appreciate it. Just know that it's appreciated. Even if I don't comment for a week, I see all of your comments the day you send them. Even if you remove them, it still sends it to my email and I can read it all. Just so you know. Even if you remove it, it doesn't escape my eye. I do see them the day you post them. I usually get them right on my phone when you post it, like the second you post it, and I do see them. I do get to them all eventually. There's only very few that I haven't ever answered, and they're just way too far in the past for me to ever get back to it, and I apologize for that. I do like to, in some way, shape, or form, comment to every single comment left to me, because if I'm not big, I don't get like 1,000 comments a day, so I can actually keep up with them. So I tried to do that. So just like today when I actually made a bunch of thumbnails, it's like I kind of let them go for maybe a week or 2 or 3. Shouldn't, but I do. And then eventually it's like, okay, yeah, I need to get to these, and then I'll answer all of them at once. So if you comment and I don't respond right away, sometimes I do, but if I don't respond right away, note that I saw it. I definitely saw it. I definitely read it, and either made my day or annoyed my day. No, it's never more annoying than just, what an asshole. Oh well, off to work, you know. Slightly annoyed me for a moment, I would say, but I sometimes I just wake up and I just pick up my phone and there's this comment just like, "This is fucking awesome, dude, keep it up," and it's like, oh, that's nice. Thank you. You know, so I see your comments and I appreciate them, and I will get to them. I actually think I'm going to respond to all the ones I haven't to right now, and then go work out, and then come back and record some season 3, possibly some season 2, and some real reaction videos, because I need to listen to more Ginger and Camelot. So I'm recording today. There's going to be more stuff coming out. You better believe it. And I hope to continue to see you in the future. And seriously, try some of the Let's Plays out. Like, even if you're just here for Ginger, just give it a view. And if it's not your thing, cool. If it is, like, awesome. You know what I mean? Just give Pathfinder a view, because I been over 250 hours in that game so far, and I don't even think I'm halfway through it. So just like for me, just like give it like a 5 minute or to see if maybe you get into it. You know what I mean? Like after the game starts. I mean, like you can skip to the game starts. Like it's 5 minutes. You know, when I'm creating a character, it's not much. You know, just like go to the game starts and see if it's for you. You know what I mean? Just like check it out because like I worked really hard on it. Anyways, I will see you all next time. Also, I need to make another montage video, but that's on me. And I don't know when that's going to come out, but it's been over 2 years, so I needed to make another one.